Hello everyone, it's Hanny. I saw a YouTube video on YouTube from a lady. I put it here, the Oak House Journals. I don't know the lady's name. And she has a video, flower button video, new and improved. She has another one, I think, but she did it again. She explains it very well, how you can make those beautiful button flowers, she calls it, or flower buttons. And I like them so much, so I made a few. And I wanted to make another one, and I thought, well, let's make a video of it the way I do it. So if you want to know how I learned it from that lady from the Oak House Journals, well, you have to watch her video. I'll put a link in the video description on YouTube below, so you can watch her video. What she does is buttons with one hole, one big hole. Well, that's not a button, but or with 4 holes, not with 2 holes, but because you have to crochet around the button, like this. And when you have less holes, well, your needle doesn't fit through anymore. So and 4 holes, well, you have, well, it's more beautiful. I made one with this button too. That wasn't a button with 4 holes, but with more holes. And I crochet around it and made this little flower. You see? I hope I'm in frame. I have a thingy with tape on it, so I know where to do my thing over here. I will put this aside while I show them to you how these are the same buttons. Oh, this one, the same buttons. And this is that button too, with other yarn. And those are these buttons. And I have, well, this button, I only had one of these, like that too. This was a big button. This button, I think, yes, that was this button with thicker yarn. It was this yarn. But you have to have big holes because your crochet needle must fit through it. This is this button, and you can do or use another color yarn, of course. I don't know, yeah, my camera is a bit, yeah, it's okay. I had to check it. Well, this button I can't remember, but it was a bit smaller, something like this. Well, I'm going to choose one of these buttons. I think I'm going to choose another one like this, because these are very little and I want to show you how I do it. So I think I'm going to use that button. You have to have a thin needle. This is 0.75. It's very thin, but it fits through. And I have very thin yarn. I don't know the thickness of this yarn because there's no label anymore, and I have it for ages. So I use this needle with this yarn, or I have this needle. That's a, well, that's an 8. Don't know what number that is, but it fits through, you see. So, and I can crochet with this yarn, a bit thicker. But I like the very fine one, and I have a very old crochet needle, and that's number 6. I have no idea, but it's sharp. So I'm going to use needle 0.75 and this thin yarn. I don't know the names of the stitches you use, crochet stitches, but I think this is a slip knot. Just like that, and put it on the needle, crochet needle, and that's, I think it's a slip knot. Can you see it? I hope you can. I get the button and I'm putting the needle in front to the back, not too far, honey. So the slip knot will be in front. Put the yarn to the back, get it with the needle and push it up. So you have two two thingies here in top, and just pull through. That's all for the first round. Go back again, up. Oh, that doesn't go well. Up to the top. Make sure you're on top, and the little, well, it's not too tight. That's 2. Another one on top. 3. Oh. 4. I have to have some yarn. 5 on top. You have to take care that the stitch is on top of your button. How much was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. Well, I do 2 more. 7. 8. Or should I do 10? Maybe that's enough, maybe not. I do 10 with this knot. You have to figure that out, because when your yarn is thicker, you do less. So I have 10 in one hole, and now I'm going further to the other hole, and I do 10 in that too. 1, 2, pull it on top. 3. You see, like that. Well, I do 10 in that hole, 10 in that hole, and 10 in that hole, and when I'm ready with that I'll be back. So I did all the stitches around, and now I have to close the circle, and I will do it by putting my needle in the first stitch and just pull through and pull through. Now I have just, oh, here you are. I have my button crocheted all around. And now, well, you can do what you want. If you have a lot of experience with crochet, well, you can do anything, but I keep it simple. I do 2 chain stitches, 1, 2, and then a double stitch. How do you call that? A double stitch in the next stitch. I will do it again. I hope I am in frame. I can't see it myself. I think I am, yeah. A double stitch in the next stitch over there, and keep it loose. You can do a few things because you have to go all the way around, and when you do in one stitch, well, it will go that way. So you can do 2 things. You can do it this way, keep that stitch very loose so you have a bit more space. But you can also do a few stitches more in one stitch below. I hope you can see it. I'm not doing that yet. I can do that in the next one. So I have done 5, and if you do in the 6th, I am just, yes, that is the next stitch. I do 1 in there in the 6th, and I do another one in the same stitch. So you have 1 more. And now 1 in the next one. And 1 double stitch in the next one. But you have to figure that out yourself because, well, like I said, if you have thicker yarn, it works different. This is a very narrow stitch beneath, so. And now I can do again 2 stitches in this one, I hope. And another one over there. And that's the way I go around the whole button. You see there. I'm not counting. So I have to have some more yarn, sorry. So you get this. This one is a bit looser, not that tight. Well, you can't see it anyway when it's done. You see, I go around the whole button, and in some stitches I will do two, how do you call that thing? Double stitch? Don't know. And when I'm done, I'll be back. So, oh, here are my glasses. I can't see it with the glasses. I'm almost finished with that second round, but I have one stitch left, so I will do that one stitch. And now I have to close it, and I'm going to 1, 2, to the second stitch, a chain stitch I did in the beginning of this round. I just put my needle in, pull through and pull through again. I hope. Yeah, like so. So now it's all the way around. I don't know how many stitches I have because, well, like I said, I want to have it flat. So when it starts to curl a bit this way, well, I do it a bit looser, and here and there 2 stitches in one stitch below. I hope you understand. I'm not a very good crochet lady. I don't do it often. So if you want a good tutorial, you have to go to the lady of Oak House Journals and watch her video. So you can stop there if you want, and you can do something else. But what I'm going to do is what she did. 2 is 2 chain stitches. Then I'm going to the next. I hope you can see it. There's a little room between the double stitch. I'll show you again. Oh. And then pull through. I'll show you again. 2 chain stitches, and then between those 2, okay, pull through, so you have 2 stitches, and then through both. A single stitch, how do you call that? 2 chain stitches, and then between the next one and a single stitch. 2 chain stitches, then between those stitches, repete. 1, 2, between, pull through, the whole way around. Between, I'll show you a bit better. You see, I had this one, and now I'm going to that one. Pull through, single stitch, 2 chain stitches. Just see if I'm in, yeah, in frame. I am. I have to stand up to see that, if I'm in frame or not. One, oh. Between those two. And that's it. It is not difficult. Not at all, to change stitches. And you get something like, oh, this. You see? Like this. You get such a button. And this one, the big one. And this one too. That's all I did. So I'm going to finish the whole round. And when I'm done, I'll be back. So I'm almost done. A few to go. 1, 2. This is the last one, yes. This is the last one. And now I'm going to put my needle in the first one. Am I in frame? Yeah, the first one of the chain stitches which I started with. Just pull through and pull through and pull through and get some scissors. And that's it. Yeah. And now you can leave it this way. I like them this way, but you can try to, where do I have it? I put my glasses on first. This one, I have another row, or 2 rows, 1 row, 2 rows of stitches. Sorry, you can do that. She does that too, but the way the lady from Oak House Journals does it, well, I couldn't do that. That was too annoying for me. She does this between those double stitches. She picks up the yarn. Well, watch her video. I'm going to stitch those threads away so they won't bother me. I do that at the back of the knot and a little knot in it. I try. Oh, where is it? There. Just pull it and use my scissors. And now this one. The sun is shining. It's getting hot in here. There is still some snow outside, not much, a little bit. It was very cold the last few days, and now it's 14 degrees, 15 degrees Celsius outside. That's a big difference. So, and a little knot in it, like so. I'll try to show you how I do it. To put another row here, I get the yarn. I hope I can see it because I have to stay in frame and I can't put my head in front. I do it this way. I turn it around and I do this flat. So you have, I have to take my glasses off again because I can't see it. Well, maybe I can show it you this way. You see those little holes? I hope you can see it. Those holes. If you pull, you can see those little holes. Well, there do I start. Maybe I can do it this way. Put my needle through it, like so. Put the thread through and just one stitch, like so. And then I do 2 chain stitches. 1, 2. And then I do a double stitch again in the next little hole. And I want to have them flat because then I can see it better. Here is the next hole, I think. I can't see it. Maybe I do it this way. I can see it better this way, you see? My 2 stitches, chain stitches, and now I'm going to get that. You see? It's a bit tricky, the first stitches. I'm going to pull the thread through, I hope. Do it again. There, I have it. Through the fingers, so. Well, this is very clumsy. I do it again. I do it the other way around. I do it this way. You see? Like that. Put the thread around my finger. Pull it through. 1, 2, well, I do 3 now because the first one is a bit loose. Then a double stitch in the next little hole over there. pull through. Oh my gosh. Just like so. And the next one, it's all thread here. And the next one in there. In the next hole. Like so. Like I said, it's a bit tricky. And a double stitch. Like so. And the next one. You can do it the other way, like she does. But I like it this way. One around. Here is the next one. Pull through. 1, 2. And the next one is here. You can see it on the 2 next threads you see there. Just pick that up. Pull through. Pull through. And now I lost my second stitch. Because I want to show you, I lose it. Yeah. And the next one around that one. All the way around. And I hope I'm in frame. Well, that's the way I like to do it. So you get this little thingy over there. You can do it the other way around, maybe. I'm going to get rid of that little thread because it's annoying me. I'm going to the back with that thing. Before I go further, because I have issues with that thing. So I will stitch that like so. And cut it off. So that's not annoying me anymore. So now I'm going further. So I'm ready with this round, but I have to close the circle again. It's a bit tight, you see. So I will close it. Maybe I do one in between, maybe not. Just see if I can do, yeah, I can do one in between. Oh, I forgot one. Like so, and now I'm going to the second chain stitch. I'm going to do that. Okay, now I'm turning the whole thing. And now I'm doing the same. You can leave it this way if you want to. But I'm going to do the same thing here, what I did there. I'm just turning the whole thing around. 1, 2, chain stitches, and a single stitch in between. 1, 2, and a single stitch in between. 1, 2, and the whole way around again. This one. One, 2. Shall do it a bit slower. 1, 2 chain stitches and then a single stitch between the double stitch from the double stitches from the lower round. 2 chain stitches. The sun is helping me. And a single stitch between. 1, 2, and in between. 1, 2, in between. In between, I said. 1, 2, and in between. And that the whole way around. So you get this nice little round. Well, I will do it until there and I'll be back. So I'm almost there. The last stitch, I think. 1, 2, in between. The last one, yeah. Well, when the camera is on, it doesn't work the way I want to. And now I'm going to close the whole thing. Well, I put my needle somewhere. Can't see it. And pull it through like so. And now you have this. You see? I will stitch that away. I hope I'll manage. I can't get the thread through the needle, and it's such a big hole. So not too tight. Go to the back, and I will tie a knot somewhere over here. And voila. Well, this is the knot with a double stitch, just like that, and with a single stitch. Where do I have it? That's a double stitch, that's a single here, but that's a little button. I thought I had another one, but I don't know where it is. Somewhere. Well, this is it. That's the way I do it. And oh, here it is. Oh no, that's here it. No, that's a double stitch too. Well, that one is a bit looser. Oh no, I did that one different. I did this in a different way. Here I have the double stitches, but here I did a double stitch with one chain stitch between them. So double stitch and then a chain stitch, double stitch, chain stitch, double stitch. So it was more open. But I like this too. Oh yeah, what can you do with them? Well, put my glasses on again. You can put it on a embellishment, just as an embellishment on an embellishment. You can put it in a journal or whatever, and you can use it, but it's still a button. You can sew them to a piece of fabric. You can try that. You can sew it on a piece of fabric, and as a you can use it as a closure for a journal. But I show you that you just can sew it on like a button. I hope you can see it because the sun is tricky, but I just sew it on a piece of fabric now, and it can be a piece of paper, of course, but just, well, it's still a button. I can't find the hole. Well, you got the picture, I guess. There it is. Just like that. You can sew it on a piece of fabric or whatever. And, well, I like it very much. And you can sew it on a piece of paper. Here is, I can try it. And you can glue them on, of course. I pick a bigger one so you can see it better. Well, this one. the same way. Just stitch it through the paper if I can find a hole. Well, this is a single stitch. I can do a knot over here. If you don't want to many holes in your paper, a single stitch is enough. And you can glue them on. Well, I can't lay a knot anymore. I think I'm a bit tired now. So just sewed it on a piece of paper. Well, it's upside down. That's it. Well, thank you for watching. Bye bye.